going to show you one of the applications that I have been using for a very long time, and it's very, very useful. I use it in my assignments, my thesis papers, my research papers, and I use it just for fun. This application is about grammar, especially grammar. So it checks your grammar mistakes, your spelling mistakes, your punctuation mistakes, just when you put the text in it. So, before we start, I'm going to tell you about the advantages about this application and the disadvantages. The advantages is, of course, it corrects your grammar mistakes for you. It leaves your text 100% accurate and perfect, free of mistakes of any kind. The disadvantages is that you have to sign up before you use this application, and it's just a free trial, so you have to buy it when you're done with your free trial. The second thing is that it needs a internet connection or else it will not work. So let's get started. The first thing you do when you open this application and sign up is you can either open your text, as I have added one text here, but I will not be using it as a file. I will be pasting the text straight to the application. So, I have searched for a text about translation in Wikipedia. So I had to add mistakes myself so I could show you how this application works. So when I have copied the text, I go to the application and I click paste. So here is your text that you are going to work with. After you have pasted your text, you go to review, press review. It takes quite a time to review your whole text. The longer the text, the longer it will take to review it. So after it had reviewed the whole text, it will show you the results here. So it shows you the spelling mistakes you have. I have 7 mistakes. So 46% of the whole text is spelling mistakes. I have grammar mistakes, 4 grammar mistakes, 28% of the whole text. Other mistakes, 4 other mistakes is punctuation mistakes and stuff like that. Here it grades your vocabulary level. So here it graded my vocabulary level as outstanding and your structure level as outstanding also. Then here it calculates how many words and sentences you have. So I have 127 words and 7 sentences, and it also calculates the average length of your text. So I have 18 words per sentence. It sometimes shows you here suggestions that you can add to your text, but here it does not have any due to the small size of the text. So the longer the text, the more sufficient the application works. When you're done checking all of this, you could press X, and then you could see here the red words are the mistakes and the correction just beneath them. So what you do is, it starts here with the first one. You click it, it corrects it straight away. Or if you don't want it to just correct, press on the mistake, it will review here the explanation. So it gives you 4 or 5 options. You choose from them, either takes, talks, trust, or you could just ignore the mistake if you wanted to keep it like this. But here it gives you the common correction for it, and it gives you here options. So it's telling you here that it's a spelling mistake, and it gives you the option, each option with an explanation, just like a dictionary. If you are satisfied with the correction it had showed you here, you just click on it and you go to the next one. You can either ignore, as you can see here, or here you can correct it. And you can choose from the options it gives you on the right side. So I could use, for example, if I do not like this correction, or it does not belong to the context, I can choose from here, because the application itself is not 100% accurate, because it cannot dictate the word before and the word after. So for example, I choose translating. Or if you do not want to go to each and every word and you think you can trust this application enough, you could just press apply all, and it can apply all the corrections that it's placed underneath each word. So we have spelling mistakes here, spelling mistake and spelling mistake. It can sometimes here as a capitalization mistake. So it's accurate when it comes to punctuation and spelling, but it's not very accurate when it comes to grammar because it cannot see the whole sentence as a context, as I had informed you before. So if I press apply all and then confirm, then you can see here you have a text without any mistakes. Of course, you have to review the text, you have to read it again to make sure the grammar sounds right. Another thing you can do, you can either save your text as a file and then upload it or send it as an email, or you can just copy the text and then you can see here it's successfully copied, and then you can paste it wherever you want. You can clear the whole text, of course, by pressing clear all. Another service it provides is that you can search or translate a word. If you do not want to use this, you can just press this button here and it removes this right side. Or if you want to use it, just search for the word, for example, translation, and then press enter. Here it works just like a dictionary, so it gives you as a noun and it explains you the 7 meanings for translation. It gives you the phonetic form, of course, just as a dictionary. So for example, if we want to search for the word is, it gives you here the phonetic form and it gives you how it's used as a verb, as a noun, and as a verb again. So this is very, very useful if you are a student in a university. And another thing here is that you can translate. If you want to use a word in another foreign language, so you can translate the word, you can either use Google Translation or Bing Translation, but of course you have to have a network connection or it will not work, just as other translation applications out there. So when you are done, you can either copy all, as I said, and then as you can see, I will paste it down here, paste, or you can clear all, confirm, and then clear the whole text and just correct another text after that. So this application is very useful, as I have said before. You must sign up, you must have an internet connection, so make sure you have an internet connection or it will not work. And after this application, after I've been using this application for a long time, I have been getting high grades in my assignments, in my thesis papers, research papers, because it makes it accurate in aspects of grammar, spelling, and punctuation and capitalization, and all of these aspects that you have to have right in your papers as a university student. So I really hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I really hope you benefit from this application just as I have benefited from it. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.